to today's class warfare, and I am so excited about what we are going to do today. Welcome as always, and as you can all see on the video, welcome Kel from Awfully Queer Heroes. Kel, how are things in wonderful old England today?
Actually, the sun is out. It is shocking. It's been weeks since we've seen it.
We were talking on Twitter when we started putting this together about how the last time you were on the show was in June of last year, and how that both feels like a million years ago and like last week. And so I know we're super pumped to go ahead and have you back on here for our new series, our Class Warfare series. And so we are going to be running through kind of a playtest of some of the rules that are coming out in your next book. So tell us about the book, first of all, and what's it all about?
Right. Adventures in ADHD. I found out less than 2 years ago that I pretty much have ADHD, and I say pretty much, I have ADHD, and the stigma and the not cool behavior of a lot of people that I actually knew. And I wouldn't say my company was actually really good with it, but certain people within the company, perhaps not so much, and people that I knew online as well. And I was like, okay, why? It never bothered me the way everyone's mannerisms are everyone's mannerisms. But there was as soon as you say ADHD, certainly here, it was, we should take a step back from that. Right. So I started looking into it and really checking all the details and trying to find out more about what the stigma was. Why am I suddenly pariah because of this? And one thing led to another, and I kept seeing different prompts around online saying, hey, I'm a fae. Can I have your attention for a moment, please? I was like, I just need to make this. I just need to make this. And one thing led to another and another. And next thing, I have 10 subclasses. I have 20 monsters. I have 20 NPCs and mini side quests and a bigger quest. And just kept growing. I do this.
Exactly right. We talked about that when we talked about the Sunblades book.
Yes, definitely got that impression then that it just kind of takes over.
It just takes over, and all of a sudden you've got a 500-page book on your hands, and what the hell do I do now? So glad to see that is continuing, and that you're able to channel it into this way. Because if, like I said earlier when we were talking, if this is as good as the Sunblades book and as good as the Tower of the Soul book, you are on the list of people that you throw anything up on Kickstarter. You throw a phone book up on Kickstarter and I'm buying it. So
Thank you.
I'm really pumped about this.
And if you're getting ready to, Tabletop Journeys is also going to be like, hey, Cal, what are you doing? Because we'd be happy to.
Yeah, always.
But I totally got what you were saying.
Call you boys.
I totally got what you were saying, because I think I've got a number of non-neurotypical people in my family, and it's amazing how quickly and easily people's attitude changes once there's a label. Before that, you're just eccentric. It's cool, but once there's a label involved, a lot of people's their mannerisms just change, and it's crappy. And which makes me very happy to be part of a book like Adventures in ADHD. And I don't know if you've seen it, but we were just part of Limitless Heroics, which is about a number of disabilities bringing it in. And that was pretty cool too. So
that was very cool.
Super glad to be part of it. Thank you so much.
Yeah, I would equal that. As someone who was much later in life, I was diagnosed with it very early in life, but at a time where the term had not even been created. And there was a lot of, if you allow him to have this label officially, so many bad things will happen, so many opportunities will occur that basically teach him how to pretend that it doesn't exist, and hopefully nobody will ever figure it out. Now, later in life, it has become a bit of a challenge in certain work endeavors and things like that. So having to, one, deal with my medical professionals, getting the label officially back, or the label officially, which it is now, that's a bit of a challenge. And then there's the whole asking, requesting, and in some cases having to demand specific types of accommodations to make your ability to work functional, so that everybody wins. That's a scary thing. It's very hard. It was hard for me, and I can only imagine for others, because I'm a reasonably determined individual. I don't shy away from conflict and confrontation much. Josh and Glen can certainly attribute to testify to that particular situation. But I was even, what happens to me if I ask for these accommodations? Do I lose my job now? Do I cancel any future opportunities because I'm saying, hey, in order for me to be more successful, I'm going to need X, Y, or Z? And that's a scary thing. So anything where we can give people an avenue to feel comfortable in that, we absolutely have to be a part of doing. And I'm
Absolutely.
so thankful that we get to work with you again and have some fun while doing a great thing.
And this is going to be a ton of fun. What we are going to be doing, and normally our class warfare, the three of us roll up tunes, we pick bad guys, and then we spend the next hour trying to see which of our bad guys can beat which of our tunes. It's a lot of fun. We're going to flip the script a little bit today. So the three of us have rolled up tunes. We're going to get into that in a second.
Not all the same class this time.
Not all the same class this time,
Different.
exactly. Yeah, slightly different. And Kel is going to play our big bads. And so it's going to be whether or not the three of us and all the big bads and all the subclasses that we're playing are from the new book. We have no idea what creatures we're going up against. And
guaranteed to have never seen them before.
Guaranteed to have never seen them before. So let's start as we normally do with introduction. Oh, yeah. Sorry, go ahead, Kel. Yeah.
In regards to the monsters, because of the level that you rolled the characters to, I can't use my custom monsters. I was tempted to, but it was either a level 7 or a level 20. I had nothing in between them.
Okay.
And that's where the monsters are. So
go
I had
big or go home, man. We can be level 20 snacks.
I do have a particularly good level 20 that I can and very happily throw at you. Very happily.
Let's see how we do with the level 9s first. Yeah.
I should add that though we've been eaten by big creatures in the past doing these episodes, I forgot that you tend to make things that allow for great play at the higher tiers. We were focused on building into the tier 2 range because that's where most games get played. But we actually should have thought about that and maybe considered rolling a little bit higher.
Higher level.
I mean, we might just have to do this again, is what you're saying. And
pretty much.
I think that we can go ahead and make
I
this
just want to have you on the show a lot. And throw some dice and I'll come
so
up with
far,
all
for each
kinds
class
of
warfare,
excuses
we've
to
done
do so.
2 parts.
Exactly.
A test battle and then a follow-up.
This could be on the way to where the normal adventures take place and you have a little encounter. Exactly. And then when you actually get there, you fight one of my beasties.
I love it.
There you go.
Love it. Yeah. All right. Let us begin then the way that we normally begin with our character introductions. And I'll start this time because I normally let you other two start. And I'm going to start this time. So I am playing the Loxodon Paladin, Ardul Herdkeeper of the fine line of herd keeping Loxodon. So the subclass from the book is the Oath of the Sword and Shield. And the whole concept behind the Oath of Sword and Shield is that based on what is happening in a particular battle, his duality changes from either an offensive or a defensive persona, even to the point that his spell list changes back and forth depending on what is happening. So I am very much going to be kind of bound by how this battle goes. And so if we're doing well, I'm most likely going to be on the offensive side. If we're doing poorly, I'm most likely going to be on the defensive side. And that can flip pretty much every round. It can flip back and forth because there are triggers that flip me involuntarily from one to the other. This is a very cool subclass, and we'll get into that in a little bit here, but this is really neat. But yeah, so Ardul Herdskeeper, Loxodon Paladin, and who is also Fey touched. And because Loxodon with Misty Step was just something that I just was hysterical, and I just couldn't avoid that.
I'm going to be playing Twitch. He is a level 9 Harengon Rogue Daredevil. The Daredevil subclass is exactly what it sounds like. There is no such thing as defense. What's the matter with you? And it's not just, it's very cool the way it's written. Like, one of my favorite parts of it is, in one of its first abilities, Fool's Gambit. Basically, I change targets a lot, and I'm always in motion and in and out. That's the way that the Daredevil rolls. It's all about the thrill. It's all about the adrenaline rush. I almost took the background gambler to go with him, but I was looking at it and it's like got like insight, and dude, he doesn't have the patience to sit down and play. He might throw out some dice, but he doesn't have the patience to sit down and do that. So instead of gambler, I went gladiator to give him some performance and stuff. And he's fought in some gladiatorial circles where his unique style, of course, thrilled the crowd and brought them to their feet as he zipped in and out of combat, slicing up his enemies. For feats, well, since he's a dex fighter with a rapier, he's got Piercer, because what else can you do? You gotta. All right. You have to have that damage reroll is just clutch. And my second feat, I'm a rabbit. I went with Lucky.
Nice. I like it. He does have 4 rabbit's feet, so that's a pretty lucky. And I have now found it. The other feat that I took, because of course he's a Loxodon, I took Charger as my second feat, which in combined with Heroic Charge, the class ability, I think is going to be particularly interesting, which basically is going to allow me as a bonus action to take 120 feet of movement and hit somebody for +5 to their damage at advantage. So I'm looking forward. Yeah. Yeah. I'm looking forward to that combination. Yeah, that's an interesting combination.
That's a particularly good combination because this guy's Sweeney, and you're going to have to take on some heat for me.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, with that, I will describe my character today. I am playing Emeritus Kane, the half-elven sorcery of empathic origin. This particular character has lived a life that had some tragedy and some challenges when he was younger that he doesn't quite recall or speak of, maybe a little bit of both. But what he does know is that he's desperately trying to rise above. But unfortunately, he has moments where his emotions take over and it changes what he's good at. It changes how he impacts and affects the world. So much so that with the Empathic Sorcerer origin, which fits really well with this type of character, I don't know which fed which, both, but that's a character I've been working on in my head. And then this was there and it just spoke to me. But essentially, every morning, the emotion of the day gets decided effectively. And then that emotion allows me to utilize cantrips. Each emotion equates to a specific type of elemental damage. And once that emotion is picked, I will do additional damage for that particular cantrip. And then there are other abilities as class levels that are keyed on that effect as well, as far as what I have shielding against. Today, I woke up. I know we had a long road ahead of us going through a dangerous path. So fear is the emotion of the day, which equates to thunder damage. Interesting enough, I actually rolled that. There's 6 options. I rolled. I have this nice little handy dandy. There we go. Rainbow dice.
Nice.
From a new collection that I picked up a few weeks back, and I rolled a 5. So thunder it is. There's a little fear in my step. Based on our standard of magic item, I took a nice magic item, or at least I think it's a very nice magic item. I took a potion of maximum power as my rare item. And what this allows me to do is, for 1 minute after I drink it, any spell that deals damage, I don't have to roll the damage. It does max damage, level 4 and below.
Very nice.
That is pretty great. And so just to say that too, so we're playing our characters at tier 2 by our own math. What that means is that each of us has either 1 uncommon item or 2 common magic items. Because at tier 2, you're starting to get into enemies that can only be hit by magic stuff and everything like that. The magic item that I took is the wondrous item, a Cloak of Protection, which basically gives me a +1 bonus to my armor class, which, being a Paladin Loxodon who fights with a Warhammer and shield, my armor class is now a 19. I also get a +1 bonus to any saving throws while I'm wearing the cloak. I'm always wearing the cloak. It's part of my Paladin regalia. I'm just always wearing it. All of my saving throws are also +1. And Twitch, what magic item did you pick?
So again, focusing on the fact that at that level, if we run into anything that's resistant to non-magical attacks, trying to make sure I had the ability to attack magically, I just went with a +1 rapier as an uncommon magic item.
I love it. Awesome. All right. I think that we are ready. And so normally the way that we will do this is that we will roll initiative to see who places all their stuff and everything. But Cal, I think that you've already placed your baddies. Okay, cool. All right. So then let's just roll initiative then, and then we'll just go in turn order. So Cal, you've got the rolls for the baddies. Each of us rolls for ourselves. Okay. I will go at 16.
I'm at 15.
I am going to share the map here, which also, while we're waiting for Glenn to go ahead and pull this up. So here is the full map. This is also a map from the book that Cal provided. So thank you very much for that.
Color.
gorgeous color. This is what the forest path through the Feywild, I think, or something like that. So it's just absolutely gorgeous. And okay, all right. I see some bad guys on the map. Sorry, yeah, go ahead, Glenn. What's your initiative at?
16.
16. So you and I will go together. My dexterity is an 11. I'm assuming that yours is higher.
Yes, 18.
Yes. Okay, cool. All right. So Glenn will go at 16 plus. Kel, your baddies, what initiative are they going at? Or would we have the initiative at 16?
One is at 10, one is at 2. Sorry, I only heard one person's initiative, which was yours.
Yep.
What were the other two, sorry?
I have 16, Lewanika has 15, and Glenn also has 16, but he has the higher dexterity.
Okay,
right.
Thanks.
It's because Paragon and all that.
Yeah.
I've got like
Grab it.
hair trigger. Add my proficiency bonus to that initiative bonus too.
All
I
right.
only rolled an 8 though.
So I only see 2 baddies on the, and are they hidden at all? Do we have any issues seeing them, or?
No, you would see them as you were walking along.
Cool. All right. Mr. Myers, Twitch, the initiative is yours, sir.
So
They're just chilling under the trees at the moment.
We're just walking along through the woods, and there's some monsters chilling under the trees over there. What do they appear to be?
So as you slowly get closer, and you don't have to get very close in order to see this, because one is a young topaz dragon of
Maybe I don't want to get closer. I'll stay here.
and on the young topaz dragon's back is a saddle, which next to the dragon is an autumn eladrin, who is teaching it to be their mount.
Oh boy.
And it's a bit grumpy at the moment because it doesn't want to be the eladrin's mount.
Oh boy.
Emeritus. Huh. Ardle,
Right.
Emeritus. You guys seeing this? Maybe they want to be friends. What do you think?
I do not think so.
I would hope so, but I doubt it.
Twitch is not ready to just jump on this if they're doing their own thing. Hey there, how's it going?
Oh boy. Taking Twitch's lead, Arjul will very cautiously walk up also, but he's going to try to stay a little bit ahead of Twitch because he does not suspect that this is going to go well. Emeritus, it is your turn.
I've not used all my movement. I only went 20.
I'm pretty fearful about this journey, and I knew that this morning, so I'm going to make sure my potion is at the ready, and I'm just going to walk to this point here. And yeah, just be ready for anything.
Yeah. Okay.
The dragon is very upset because it really doesn't want to be a mount. The fact that there's a saddle on its back, it's really upsetting it. And people just randomly walking into its view doesn't like you even more than it doesn't like the Eladrin. So it is, sorry.
Yeah.
It is going to jump up and over the small little bushes that it's just beside and use its desiccating breath in a 30-foot cone, which should, I believe, cover all 3 of you.
Easily.
Yep, sure does.
Thought I would separate it enough, and once again, I was wrong.
Not for a code.
You have erred.
It is a DC 13 saving throw, Constitution.
Constitution? Why can't it be Dex? It's a breath weapon, damn it.
I'm good at 19.
Yeah.
13. What was it?
13.
Nice.
14. I'm good.
So it breathes necrotic crap all over you, and you all happily shrug it off.
Yeah. Like,
Well done.
all right.
Is it a save for half, or is it a save or nothing?
Oh, hang on a second. Weakened creature. No, on a successful takes half damage. You are correct. Okay. My apologies. I was going to completely miss that. 2, 4, 6. Oh, look, I have 8d6 out already.
How
You're way
handy.
too chipper for this.
How handy. Perhaps I should have shut my mouth.
6. 6, 12. 12 plus 11 is 23. 24 damage in total, so 12 damage halved to everyone.
12 damage half. So 6. Can live with that. I can live with that.
The 12 is the half, sorry.
Oh, my bad. Damn. I like 6 better. I'm going to be honest. Ouch, that wasn't friendly.
Let me just check my triggers here.
That should be a trigger for you.
Yeah, because we all just took damage.
I think when an ally takes damage, you get triggered.
No, when an ally is healed, I get nothing. When an enemy gets killed or an ally gets healed. So as long as we are all still over half hit points, we're good. So how do I pick my first one? Is that kind of...
Yeah, in essence, it's what kind of mood did you wake up in the day is how you start the day, and then what your triggers are from there.
Okay, I would say that he would have started in shield form, because if we were trying to sneak past the Topaz Dragon, he would have started in shield form. But he has not entered sword state.
But we have missed out the Eladrin first.
Mm-hmm.
So she's going to start screaming about, do not hurt me, my dragon, despite the fact that the dragon's attacking you.
Yeah.
And she will move closer. And who? Aldal, you are closest, so she's going to go for you. Right range, weapon attack, +7 to hit. Only a 9. She's very discombobulated today.
Yep. Nope. He covers up under his shield, and whatever attack she levied upon him bounces off.
Perfect.
Cool. All right. Twitch.
Okay. So, got to go back to the hands to move myself. 5, 10, 15. Now that he's been attacked, he's just silent, and he's got this set look across his face as he charges forward, surprisingly quickly, nimbly hopping back and forth. Circles around the dragon. Oh, too far. Circles around the dragon slightly to come in here. Keep himself, so he's only got 5 feet between, no one else is around him. And he is going to plunge his rapier, hopefully, into said dragon. Oh, but I can't click that because I'm not that character. I got to use the dice over here and just roll a regular die. Oh, nat 20. So that is a nat 20 with the rapier. Are we doing max damage on the first die or roll 2?
I think we did max damage plus 1 die.
Okay.
Yeah, max damage plus roll.
Then the regular damage for the attack. Oh, I rolled max damage is 16 plus 4 for 20. And then the sneak attack damage, because as a daredevil, as long as I'm within 5 feet of them, no one is within 5 feet of me. Similar to one of the swashbuckler abilities, but minus the first part, I can still use my sneak attack. So I get 5d6. 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, this is going to get complicated because now I rolled crap. But because I am a daredevil, as long as I attack a new target each round, I can re-roll a number of my sneak attack dice up to my level, which would be 9 of them. So I've got 1 6, and then 3 2s and a 1. So I'm going to start with re-rolling 4. Keep the 6. That's the second 6. I can't see that one because the thing's in the way. And then I'll roll 3 more for the other 2. Or for the other ones. Still crap. That gets me to 7. I've got 2 more that I can re-roll. So 3 6s and 2 2s. 18 and 4 is 22.
That's 42 damage in total.
42 in total.
Nice.
I moved 25 feet so far. So after plunging his sword deeply into the dragon, he gives him a little grin and hops 20 feet without provoking attacks of opportunity. 5, 10, 15, 20. And lands with a slide into like superhero pose with the sword out, ready to go again. Haha!
Wow. Okay. Ooh.
Didn't see that coming, did you?
Nope. No, I did not. That's pretty hot. Okay, so I am going to see. I am in shield form right now. So let's see. All right, I'm going to cast Dissonant Whispers, which is the spell that I get for, I believe that I picked that up with Fey Touched. Basically, Dissonant Whispers, it is I whisper a discordant melody that one creature of your choice within range can hear, racking it with terrible pain. The target must make a wisdom saving throw. And so Arjul rears his head back, and out of his trunk comes this tremendous trumpeting call that seems to pierce right through the mind of the Eladrin there. I am going to, in fact, I'll just cast it at first level for now, because this could just be a misunderstanding. So they need to make a wisdom save versus a spell save DC of 15 or take 3d6 psychic damage.
Completely, they're totally distracted and only focused on the fact that their dragon's being injured right now.
Nice. Fabulous. So 3d6 will be a total of 12 points of damage, and on a failed save takes 3d6 psychic damage and must immediately use its reaction, if available, to move as far away from me as possible.
Okay. Righty-ho. That's... They have...
Yeah.
Let's just check that.
It won't move into obviously dangerous ground, fire pit, that kind of thing, but basically has to flee my trumpeting call.
Okay. That's a long ways away.
Yep. Whew. All right. And then with that, how far away did they go?
40 feet.
Perfect. So Arjul will then take his movement, and because of heroic charge and his charger feat, can make it there and gets a bonus action attack for doing so at advantage. That will be a 22 to hit.
Yes.
Okay. So basically runs up at tremendous speed, and with his warhammer held over his high, cracks the Eladrin with it. The Eladrin takes 17 points of damage. No, sorry, 15 points of damage. I rolled an 8 on the D8 plus 2 for my strength modifier, plus an additional plus 5 for the charging attack.
Nice.
Don't hurt my friends.
Just you started it.
All right.
That's not true. Dragon started it.
Dragon did start it, yes.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, as dragons are wont to do.
They are. He's working on his training. It's tough going with this one.
Yeah.
Emeritus, with a certain amount of focused fear in his eyes, waves his hands, spreads them out, and you start to see cold air erupt from his hands, and then he claps his hands together, and the ray of frost turns into a thunderous wave. I use the sorcery point to transmute my spell damage type from one to another. Thereby, I will add my bonuses for my subclass ability, and at 120 feet, directly at the dragon, I will send out that ray of frost.
Nice.
Which is 2d8. Or actually, I'll attack first. I'll roll that. Oh, and I'm probably going to miss at 10.
Yep, I'm afraid it glances off the scales.
Yep. And then with that, I am going to run and hide. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Actually, I'm going to stay right here. Hopefully he doesn't see me.
I am going to have to roll for who he attacks.
And because I had the potion at the ready, would I be able to drink that at this time?
Drinking a potion is like a free action, isn't it?
I believe.
It's an item interaction. If it is, then I'll go ahead and drink that at this time.
Yeah, drinking a potion requires an action.
Oh,
Ooh,
then I'll have to wait.
Yep.
And that will be my turn.
Okay. Actually, before I have just flipped to see who is going to get attacked, but as one that is not in the firing line, Ardell, is Twitch odds or evens?
Evens.
Twitch is definitely odd.
I said evens.
Okay, you said evens. Fair enough. In that case, Emeritus, I'm afraid the dragon saw exactly where you were going.
Excellent.
And is going to come in and go for a bite and 2 claw attacks. First one is an 18 plus 6, so 24 to hit.
Yeah, that's going to do the job.
Okay. Where are my d10s? Oh, there they are. So that is 12, 13, 14 piercing damage and 1 necrotic damage. Then exactly the same number to hit, but a different dice that was. And wow, all 18s. I've rolled 3 in a row. That's amazing. Okay. So for the 2 claw attacks, that is 6 plus 3. So 9 on the first one and 13 on the second one.
9 and 13 is 22.
9 plus 13, 22.
Arnold!
Sorcerer is about to die.
Ardle's ears pick up. And like, I'll deal with you later. It's still the Eladrin's turn, though.
Oh, yes. I actually completely and utterly forgot about the Eladrin. But what have we got here? So they... Oh. No, your charge attack wasn't within 60 feet. That's fine. I'm just going to... The Eladrin even is just going to attack you with their longsword.
Okay.
Oh, why am I rolling a d8? Oh, that is a natural 20.
Okay, so base damage plus your damage roll.
Okay, base damage is...
So like what one full die. So if it's a d8, like you start at 8 and then roll again. Yeah.
So that's 2 and then a 5 with plus... Hang on a minute. Oh, with 1 hand or 2 hands. So plus 1. So 5, 6, 7, 8 in total.
All right.
And that is her turn.
Okay, so he... Sorry, go ahead, Twitch. I'm excited now.
Seeing the scene unfold and hearing Emeritus's pathetic cry for help, Twitch yells, "Switch!" 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Oh, I don't like moving my full movement, but I do at the same time. 40. So since I moved my full movement, which eliminates some of my Harengon abilities, one of my Daredevil abilities, because I like to move around a lot, is if I move my full movement, I gain temporary hit points. This is for my level 9 ability. My speed increases by 10 feet, which is why I have 40 feet of movement. The ability is impatient. And if I move my full movement on my turn, I gain temporary hit points equal to my level. So that'll give me 9 temporary hit points. And then I'll stab that there Eladrin with my pokey stick.
Did you start the turn within 60 feet of the Eladrin?
Within? Yes.
Please make a wisdom save.
Oh, I don't like those.
Oops.
Let's see. Wisdom save. We'll need a d20. Let's start there. Big money, no whammies. Rolled a 17 plus nothing. So 17.
Okay, you are successfully immune to their enchanting presence and cannot be charmed for 24 hours.
Yes. Oof. It's because of my lucky rabbit's feet. All 4 of them. So now let's try to poke him with a stick. There are 2 people, so I do have advantage. So I can use my sneak attack. Again, new target. Biggest number there is an 8 plus 9 is 17.
Armor class is 19, I'm afraid.
Dang. Well, he zipped on up there and didn't quite make it.
All right. Okay. So Arjul, when he sees Twitch run up, basically, and again, at the very end of his movement, just barely reaching the Eladrin and having difficulty with him, puts a large elephantine, don't really have hooves, I guess they have feet, on his head. And would you be a willing creature to let me imbue you with heroism?
Of course I would.
Before you cast, please make a wisdom save.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. 25. So
Nice. You're fine.
a
I
paladin.
was going to say, otherwise you start to crush.
Yeah. Oh, that'd be bad. So I will take my action and touch Twitch on the head. Twitch for the, let's see, willing creature imbued with bravery. Until the spell ends, the creature is immune to being frightened and gains temporary hit points equal to my spellcasting ability at the start of each of your turns. So you get 3 temporary hit points for the next minute each round.
Every turn.
Every turn. Wait here, I'll be back. And turns teal. So he's going to get, the Eladrin's going to get an attack of opportunity as he begins his charge once again.
That is a 17 plus 5, so 23 to hit.
That will hit.
Okay, it's 9 damage.
9
slashing.
damage.
Oh, I didn't give you enough damage last time, but that's fine. That's my bad. I'm supposed to also give you 4d8 psychic damage on the same thing. Sorry, it's my mistake. That's 10, 12 psychic damage.
Okay, cool.
Ouch.
You know what? You say ouch, but that's okay because
Yeah, you've got
Paladins are
75,000 hit points.
hefty.
right. Well, and so that puts me at 37 hit points, which is just under half, which means that Arjul switches to sword state.
Nice.
Which is going to be bad for the dragon. Once again, Arjul turns heel. Now he's mad, right? He was going to just defend his compatriot, but with his move of 30 and his dash of 30, he will get his bonus attack again to attack the dragon at advantage with a +5 to damage.
Wow, you can go that far?
Right, because so the charger feat allows me to dash and then take a bonus action attack. So
nice. That is a good feat.
Yeah, it's a great feat, especially for a Loxodon. And actually, the scary thing is I could move more than that. If I hadn't used my action, if I could use my Channel Divinity, he could do that at 120 feet. Because 30 and 30 for the 90 feet, actually, because he gets double movement because of heroic charge, and then he gets his dash on top of that, and then gets the bonus attack. Anyway, all that to go ahead and say, so he comes stomping down, building up speed, runs into the dragon, hits him at a 25. Yep. So then D8 plus 2 plus 5. Bad roll on the D8. That's okay. D8 plus 5. So it's 10 points total of damage to the dragon. Then that thing is that. Yeah, that's going to be because he's used his bonus action. I don't have any reactions, really. That will be my turn.
Okay.
Yeah, my only reaction is an opportunity attack, and I don't get any of those yet.
All right. Scared out of my mind. I'm going to shift to this position. And I'm going to go Thunder Wave, and I'm going to go Thunder Wave half damage. It's a con save for the dragon. DC is 15.
Saving throw con 18.
Okay. You're not pushed away, which is what I was really hoping for, but you will take half damage because it's maxed. I will do 68, so 6 times 8 is...
I thought you were saying 68, and I was like, I'm sorry, what? Like, are you level 9?
6 times 8 for your damage at max, and you don't get pushed. And I'm really bad at math. Why can't I do math in my head right now? Caffeine, where are you? 48
You're my
damage.
only hope.
And I look at Ardwell and I say, "Good night, sweet prince."
Sorry, I was measuring. I didn't catch the total amount of the damage in the end.
48 total damage, so it'd be half damage for that. Half of that.
Okay, 48.
I've got you, Images.
Okay, cool. 16. Damage, no problem. So it is the young Topaz Dragon's turn. You are the one that hit it last. but the Luxodon did the most. So I'm going to say Ardle is odd.
Yeah.
And it's an odd. Okay.
That's totally deserved. Yeah. Please. That's why I'm here. How bloodied are you, Emeritus?
It can't not kill me if it hits me.
Okay.
You are lucky on that roll then. So a 21 to hit.
That will hit.
Okay, so 2d10. That's 6 and a 7. So 13 plus 3, 16 damage plus, and that is piercing, and 3 necrotic to you, Ardle.
So 24 total.
Yes. And then it's going to go in for 2 claw attacks.
Oh boy.
9 plus 6, 15.
Nope. That will miss.
Okay. 17.
That will also miss. Whew. So I'm able to fend off the claw attacks. Okay.
So that will be the end of its turn. And then the Automaladron is going to be very upset that so much damage is being done. It is going to cast Heal on the dragon, giving it back 70 hit points. I don't know if the spell Sleep is a bonus action. I don't think it's a bonus action.
No, I'm almost certain that it's not.
I'm 80% certain it's not, so that's fine.
One
In
action.
that case, they will leave it at just healing the dragon.
Okay. Well, that's annoying. All right, Twitch.
Sorry?
So, taking this in, Twitch looks at the Eladrin, kind of up, and he looks at the dragon, and he looks at the Eladrin, and he goes, gives him a wink, and hops 20 feet without provoking an attack of opportunity. 5, 10, 15, 20.
Don't forget your wisdom save, Twitch.
Yep.
You started within
Wisdom
60
save.
feet of the Eladrin, yeah.
Thought I was immune because I passed last time.
Oh,
Actually,
you're right.
yes. Though, that's a very good point. 2 seconds. Oh. Immatus, you're just outside the range. You're safe.
And then 5, 10,
Fortunately, I have advantage on that particular check.
20,
Yeah, half
That's
health, yeah.
30. Reach him in 35, so I still have 5 feet of movement left. Except that's
What are you doing here?
square. He's not exactly in a square, so I'm between squares. That'll be okay. Because if I set myself in the square, I'm like in the dragon, and that just makes me uncomfortable. He's like, hey again. And we will poke the dragon with the pointy end.
Okay.
At advantage, because he has got allies nearby. 15 and 9 is 24 to hit.
Yep.
Okay. So he hits and he gets a sneak attack. We're going to roll piercing damage of a D8 first. We'll use Piercer and re-roll that too. Into a 6. 6 is much nicer. 6 plus 5 is 11, and then my sneak attack damage. And I'm going to use real dice for this because I have enough D6s near me. It'll be easier to keep track as I do the rerolls. So 5d6 with 9 rerolls. Keep those 2. 3 rerolls. No need to go any further. Now I have 4 6s and a 5. I don't think I'll bother trying to change that 5 since it could go lower. For 29 sneak attack on top of the 11 for 40.
Very nice. It's almost back to where it was before.
We said die, damn it!
Whew. Okay, this is where I am hating and loving this spellclass, Cal, because I was just about to cast Mass Healing Word until I remembered that I have switched from shield to sword, and so I can't heal Emeritus unless I take my entire action to go ahead and lay on hands. And he looks at you, and instead he takes his warhammer, says, "Killing this thing's the best way to save you, little buddy." He's going to go ahead and attack the dragon.
Well, you did say you had him. You didn't say you'd heal him.
Yeah, because I don't think, you know what, actually, he's, rather than straight up attacking, he is going to, again, he wheels his head back and bellows this long, sonorous, almost like bell tone out of his trunk and casts Toll the Dead instead. And so the dragon needs to give me a DC 15 wisdom save. No?
It's a 4 on the dice. I'm not even adding things.
So the dragon will take 2d12 damage. That's a total of 19. And let's see. Man, I wish... Oh, nope. I've used my action now. Is there anything I can do to... Nope, because I've lost access to that spell. Yeah, I think that is... Unless Inflict Wounds is a bonus, which I do not think that it is.
Not off the top of my head, no.
I don't
Full action cast.
Full action to cast, yep. I think the only bonus action spell that I've got is Mass Healing Word, and that I don't have right now because I'm in sword form. Yeah. Cool. Okay. No, that'll be my turn.
All right.
Get out of here.
And forcing myself to think happier thoughts, I'm going to throw down with the level 4 lightning bolt. That's a dex save of 15.
Dex save of 15, okay. That's 13 on the dice. Oh, it's only a +1. Wait, no, the saving throw is a +4, so it's 17 they get.
All right. And I did change my position so that I don't hit friendlies. So he'll save for half.
Thanks.
Roll damage is 33.
Ooh. So 16.
Okay, so, yeah.
Thank you for changing positions. Twitch did not wake up this morning hoping to be Haas and Pfeffer around noon.
I was hoping you would as well, so that I could potentially use my breath attack.
Your positioning is why I didn't do fireball right there.
And plus, it's lightning, so wouldn't it be Blitz and Pfeffer?
Or Chard and Pfeffer.
Yeah, that's right. Charred and feathered.
With that, I'm not looking for an attack of opportunity, so I'm just going to hold my ground as close to the Paladin, so when I fall down, the Paladin can bring me back right away.
Ish.
You'll die at his feet for his convenience.
Okay.
Actually, you know what? I stand corrected. I forgot. I cast that at level 4. That would not be a 33 damage. That's max damage, so it's 9 by 6. Is
54, so 27 total for half.
Yeah.
Okay, so that was 33, giving back 5. Cool.
Wait, no, because you would have taken 16 for half damage.
Oh, sorry,
Actually,
I was
actually
thinking
27.
33.
Yeah.
So add an 11. That's cool.
Yeah, there you go.
No worries, no worries.
My
You guys are like
apologies
doing math and stuff, but I'm mostly just trying to stab stack.
Well, that's all right. It's their turn.
Damn it.
Yeah. I'm going to go down the screen 1, 2, 3, and on a 4 I re-roll. I'm really sorry. It's a 2.
That's all right.
Which is yourself. I'm so sorry. It's going to be a bite and claw attacks. You're lucky. The first one is a natural 1.
Dodge.
All right,
So the bite.
the way that we do that is for the rest of the round, your rolls are at disadvantage, just to keep the
Okay.
rules simple. So
That's what we decided for our class warfare simplification of ones.
You are so lucky. Is it a disadvantage because my next had a natural 20 and a 3. So that was the first roll, and the second claw attack is a 19 and a 9 plus 6, so 15 to hit.
That will hit me.
Okay.
Oh, we almost made
Almost made it.
I was so
Oh,
close.
that's really cool. And it's the exact same number anyway. That's 5 damage.
Would you believe at 5 damage, I'm still standing?
Oh, when you said you couldn't get hit and not go down, I thought you had 1 hit point.
Yeah.
No, I didn't think a dragon could hit for what I have. So I thought their damage was going to take me out.
Way to stay strong.
Yeah. Well, we still
Oh,
got
wait,
that
hang
pissed
a
off
minute.
Eladrin. Yeah.
Let me make sure. Yeah, that's
Roll.
correct. It's just that. If it was the bite, then there was additional damage. But no,
Yeah,
on
yeah.
that one, you're fine.
I wouldn't say fine, but I'm still breathing. Under
You're
my own
alive.
power.
Seems fine to me, considering the alternative.
Okay, so that is their turn. Ooh. Let me
Just
click.
because my next move may be very important, I am going to just reposition so everybody's in their actual squares because it's going to make a difference for what I do. Because a lot of my next spell has some very directional issues with it.
Okay.
So.
Okay.
Cool.
The
All right.
Autumn Elandrin is going to
Run away, oh shucks.
move a lot closer, but not the entire way. The temptation to heal is strong, but I will not because things. And, oh, jeez, I rolled a 2 again. I am so sorry. She's going to shoot you with her longbow.
Well, I do have a +5 cover because the Loxodon's big and I'm in the trees. So,
Yep.
It's a natural 20.
That's not
and
going to
that won't make a damn bit of difference.
Yep.
Man, any boo-boo
It's an
can't-
emeritus kebab.
5, 6, 7, 8. 8. Okay, the first lot of damage is 8. And then the second lot of damage, that is piercing damage. And the second lot is not 10, 14 psychic damage.
Yeah, so I had 2 hit points when you hit me.
So sorry.
Oh, so that's going to trigger me into shield state.
Yep.
As he falls unconscious.
Bonus, kind of.
And I don't think... I'm just going to check that spell. That's an action. The temptation for a race dead. Oh, you guys, Ardal, you were in 60 feet previously, as was
Yes.
Twitch.
Yeah, but we both succeeded on the save the first
Oh,
time.
sorry. Yes.
Yep.
But Emeritus wasn't, but you're unconscious now. But I suppose it would have made a difference if you wake up. But yeah, sorry. That's it.
Yep. No worries.
Turn done.
All right, Twitch.
All right, so Twitch goes, "You killed Emeritus, you bastard!" He takes the disengage action as a bonus action. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And viciously attacks with murder in his little beady rabbit eyes.
Because he's just a bunny.
A wee little bunny.
Don't forget to regain your temporary hit points also.
Thanks, sir. 12 plus 9 is 21.
That'll hit.
Piercing damage. Rolled a 1. We'll use Piercer to try that again. Turn that 1 into a 3 improvement. 3 and 5 is 8 on the piercing, and then my sneak attack damage. Start out just throwing out a full 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 reroll on that one and see what happens. Now I've got 4 rerolls left. Reroll 3 of them. I got 1 reroll left. So now I've got 3 6s for 18, and a 4 is 22, and 5 is 27, on top of the previous 8 for 35.
Okay. Previously, she was allowing your attacks to hit, but because the dragon is looking really damaged, she's using her resistance to piercing, bludgeoning, and slashing from non-magical attacks.
But it's a magic rapier plus
Rapier's magical.
Is +1?
Yep.
1. That's
Oh.
specifically why I chose a magical weapon for my my uncommon item.
Okay, I thought the +1s were just standard, rare and uncommon, but not magical. So that was 37 damage.
Yes,
Done. Nice. Very nice. They're looking a little worse for wear.
Yeah, we might make it out of this. Might. If she stops healing the damn dragon. All right, to keep her from healing, as I said, the damn dragon, Arjul is again going to wheel back with his warhammer. He gets 2 attacks. They won't be at advantage because poor Emeritus is dead. Oh, actually, he's not going to be.
I'm not dead. It didn't
Right,
outright.
fair enough. Yeah. He'll use his bonus action first to cast Mass Healing Word. That will heal both of us for D4 plus 3 hit points, which will bring you back from unconscious. I gain 4 hit points.
And how much do I get?
D4 plus 1. And actually, Twitch, you are also in range for this because it's 60 feet. So you would also gain D4 plus 1. D4 plus
since
3.
you're doing the healing, do you want to roll it?
Sure. You gain 7 in it.
Okay. I'll let,
6 for you, Twitch.
okay.
Okay. All right. So
Thank
now that
you.
he's no longer unconscious, now I get advantage on this attack because he's within melee range with me. So the first attack on the dragon, that's only a 15. Nope. That's fine. Oh, suck. Another 15. So I miss with both attacks. That's
Oh, no.
poor. Yeah, that's bad. Okay. Cool. So I've used my bonus attack. Boy, do I want to... No, I'm in shield form, so I wouldn't leave him at this. So I would stay right. I would stay right with him.
Don't worry. I'll be back over there in a second.
So now I need to roll my save versus
Wisdom
being
save.
charmed.
Yep.
That's at advantage. That's a wisdom save, correct?
It's a wisdom save, yes.
Yep. And don't forget too, you also get because I'm a paladin and you are within range of me, and so therefore you have aura of protection. You gain a bonus of 3 to this roll. And you won, didn't you?
I did not won.
Okay.
But even with advantage, rolling a 2 and a 3 doesn't help much.
Oh.
Negative. Yeah, that can be painful.
Yeah, that's
You're charmed for the next minute.
Might have to hit him and knock him back down.
waste of a 3rd level spell slot. That's
Oh, goodness. After our duel, it is I. What am I doing in my charmed state?
You wouldn't attack the dragon or the Eladril. And if you do any attack within 60 feet, the attack magically misses. So, sorry, you can attack the dragon, but if you do, because you're within 60 feet, you will not hit.
Okay. And that's with an attack? What about a spell?
It only says an attack roll.
Okay.
I can deal with that.
Oh, sounds like lightning bolt to me.
Too scared to poke him with a dagger anyway.
I wouldn't bother.
Bounce off the scales.
Yeah. Give me 1 second. Let me... Yeah, I will use another 4th level slot for lightning bolt.
Okay.
At max, that's 9d6. There's a dex save of 15, by the way.
Thank you. It's 11 on the dice. Dex is +3. Oof, 14.
Okay. So you take the full damage, so 9d6 max.
54.
Thank you.
Math guy.
Appreciated. As you cast it, the topaz dragon lets out a really pathetic "ah" because it's really hurt and falls to the ground unconscious. It gives a really sad mewing sound, calling for its Eladrin.
Oh. Who's, of course, going to heal it on his turn.
The temptation.
Counter.
They kick it as an item interaction.
Evil.
Meritus Cane, as in the better cane.
No, you're unconscious. No, you're not.
No, at this point, I will take my movement
Paladin.
and I will decrease my ability to be seen. 1, 2, 3, just to be out of the way. Actually, 4, 5. I'll go there to finish my turn.
I think it's the Eladrin's turn next.
Yes, she's going to be extremely upset by this.
Yeah. Although
And
the
just-
Topaz Dragon does get a death save, right? Oh, no, they're just dead. It's a creature. It's
No.
just dead.
Yeah.
Creatures are
Um,
typically just dead unless it's a BBEG.
She is going to be really upset that you just killed her new ride and going to take her longsword and slash at Twitch.
Hey.
This is 17 plus 7, so math 24.
Yep.
Okay.
All day, twice on Sundays.
So firstly, that is 1d8 plus, once that's 7 damage in, wait, that's the wrong dice, sorry. That was a d10, my apology. That's 4 damage in its slashing damage, and then 15, 20, 22 psychic damage.
So that's a total of 26 damage. I will use my
Yes.
uncanny dodge reaction to half that.
Nice.
That sounds like a good
26
idea.
turns to 13. Was it
Nice.
26? Yeah. Which eats up not even all of my temporary hit points.
Excellent. That is her turn.
Cool. All right, Twitch. Let's end this.
Twitch glances back at the dragon. Hey, I wanted to kill that. He looks disappointed because he doesn't have anything else to go run and stab. He's like, but he prances around a little bit just to confuse the Eladrin and then pokes him.
So do you get like a benefit if you take some of your movement? Is that why you're doing that?
No, just because he can't stand still.
Okay, got it. Okay. It's pure flavor. Got it.
I do get a
comes
benefit
from
if I
attacking
don't
a
use
different one each time.
all
Sorry.
of my movement, and I get a benefit if I attack a different person each turn. I actually get
Got
a
it.
penalty if I can't attack a different person each turn.
Because you're bored.
11 plus 9 is 20.
Yeah, that'll just do it.
Nice.
Just.
I love that feature, by the way. That's
Okay.
brilliant.
I reading the Daredevil, I was really pleased with the way it really did remind me right there into the book's title of the ADHD concept. So damage, piercing damage with the magical rapier.
Yes.
5 plus 5 is 10, and then sneak attack damage is reduced to D4s because I couldn't hit a new guy.
It's how
So
I
let's see what
make
we
so many
got.
projects. I jump and jump so I don't get bored between them, and that's I'm constantly working on 5 or 7 projects at any time.
So keeping 1 4, re-rolling 4 dice.
It's what gave me the inspiration for this rogue.
Nice.
Keeping 4 and 2 3s. Re-rolling 1 die. For a 4. So 16, 17, 19, 20, 21, 20, 22. So 32 damage in total.
Nice. She's looking really bad.
And then as a bonus action, 5, 10, 15. Oh, no, let's go this way. 5, 10, 15, 20. He does his rabbit hop for no opportunity attacks, 20 feet. You can do that one more time for the day.
Fabulous. All right. So Arjul, of the dragon having fallen, and Arjul still. So he also, because he raised Immitus, he gained advantage on the last round, which shifts him from shield form back to sword form. And so he now like stares down the Eladrin and again bellows loudly from his trunk, casting dissonant whispers. But he is sick and tired of this little game that they're playing back and forth. So rather than casting it at first level, he's going to upcast it to third level. So I need a wisdom save, DC 15 from the Eladrin.
8 plus it doesn't matter because it wouldn't make it anyway, so they fail.
Excellent. They will take 5d6 worth of psychic damage. That is 7 plus, so total of 15.
Okay. They are going to fall. Do you want to put any particular flavor on killing the last one?
Oh, absolutely. So because, again, raising his trunk with his discordant melody running over, and basically they crumple to the ground just as the tall, proud Loxodon is standing over them, and he just very casually puts his warhammer back in its holster and looks around and then says, "Let me heal you, come."
And as you look around, you twitch over there as he falls, go, and his little ears go boop and droop.
Oof. Oof.
Emeritus peeks around the corner. That was harder than I would have hoped.
Oh, well done, Cal. First of all, like that was very well done because
Yes.
Man, that's the fun and the difficulty of this subclass is I was like, oh yeah, no, I can run up, I can attack the dragon, it'll be fabulous. I can cast heal, and Meredith will be fine. I can lay on hands. There's a bunch of things that I can do when I get up there. And then as soon as it happens and he switches to sword form, it's like all that's out the window. Okay. So best defense is off it.
What I like about this particular subclass for the sorcerer is the way I can use it and the sorcerer class abilities to vary what I do and how I do it. So I can do basically against anything that has a particular vulnerability. Once that's identified, I would be the master at slaying it as long as somebody's blocking for me, because the dragon's first attack brought me down to 7 hit points. It very easily could have killed me in the first round.
Wow. Yeah.
Wow.
That was like, it was almost, and you're not fighting today.
Yeah. I started at 72 hit points and I was down to 17. Yeah.
I started at 66. I went down to 48. Got back up to 50.
Yeah.
With 15 temps.
It was the scary thing. And then because it was in proximity to me, my limitations were, okay, what do I do? So, and then of course I had this great ability with the potion, the limitation being you lose an entire action to do it. So I did no damage to be able to do max damage, which is a great trade-off, provided you don't have an enemy in your grill. If I could have maintained, which is why I initially backed off. I'm like, if one die roll, if you'd rolled and they attacked one of the other ones, I'd have had no problem in that fight.
Yeah.
I also had spell sniper, so I could hit him at 120 feet. I could just keep getting distance and keep firing at distance while he's got other threats that are closer. But because it just happened to hone in on me right off the rip, that made it much more challenging.
And then at 20, that was big damage right off the rip too. That's part of the reason that it hurt you so bad. But no, it was a great time, and I gotta say, I do truly love the Daredevil. I would play this subclass. I was really enjoying it. I hope that came out. I had a lot of fun with Twitch, but the one thing that I would say is, just as my 2 cents, I loved having 9 rerolls. But even as the guy getting the advantage of it, it seemed like a lot.
I may have to potentially limit that some.
Yeah,
I was thinking maybe instead of level, go proficiency bonus, then I'd have 4 rerolls.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's fair.
Yeah.
It's good shout. Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Love it.
I'll make a note of that.
So much.
So much fun. I mean, it's the same thing. That's when I was trying to decide, when I knew what class I was going to play, when I was trying to decide like what race I wanted to play, and I found the Loxodon, and I was like, oh, I can totally see a Loxodon with heroic charge. That's going to be amazing. And then when I started building up the feats, and I was like, oh, charger plus heroic charge, that's a deadly combination. If you've got a lot, basically what it allows me to do is basically, again, move 120 or 90 feet and around. Plus because he's Fey Touched and he has Misty Step. So he could Misty Step for 30, move for 90, and then as a bonus action, get an attack at advantage.
You can't do the second bonus action though.
That's right. No, Misty Step is a bonus action. You're right. Yep. That's right. Okay, so he can't Misty Step, but he can still move for 90, and then as a bonus action, attack at advantage with a +5 to damage. And that's just like, that's like a normal, he can just do that. That's with those 2 abilities. And that's crazy. That's nuts. Yeah. It's great.
So very cool.
Yeah. Because basically heroic charge uses his channel divinity. So that's basically his action for the round is to use his divinity. But he gets it, so he loses an attack, but he gets the bonus on the second attack, on the other attack. So anyway, sorry.
I was gonna say, once you have everything set up, like I'm definitely rolling with this. I would absolutely allow any of these as player character options at my table and welcome them. Like I can see how well they would fit in with what I do every single day. And I say every single day because it feels like I'm DMing every single day. But I would absolutely welcome these at my table, and I look forward to playing this character. I love this character that I've got right now. Like I would welcome a chance to be able to use this at a table very soon.
Well, we might, it sounds, do a second encounter maybe if scheduling permits.
We're gonna have to work that out.
If the scheduling allows. But for because I know this is still early in the process, still being edited and tested. Do you have any kind of an idea on release date or time frame for the material?
Yeah, the Kickstarter, I was meant to get the link yesterday, actually, but they're being a little bit on the slow side, and that's fine. But I should have the link by Monday, I think, maybe Tuesday at the latest. So we're pushing back the start date, which was going to be the 15th of March, but we're going to push it back to the 22nd, so that we have enough time to actually promote the link out and share it with everyone and things like that. So yeah, it will be the 22nd of March. It will go for a month, and by that point, other than stretch goals, everything should be formatted, finished, edited, and all the gumph done.
Great.
So it'll be just the stretch goals then, of which we've got some amazing ones. And yeah, so it'll be on Drive-Thru RPG not long after that, depending on how long they take, because I have to order a copy and various things. But
and the central material is an adventure module, and then the subclasses and other things are just add-ons, because Kel's mind does not stop. It just keeps creating.
Yeah. So there's the entire adventure is including 20 side quests that you have to convince the people of the town that you are there to help them and not just take advantage of them. And thereby, so you go through working, every single side quest is a singular ADHD trait. So someone can't stop masking, someone else can't stop speed running, and you have to try and get one to try and demask or not mask in the first place, and someone else to slow down. There's 20 of them, as I say. Wow. And once you've done 3, they will tell you how you get to find the person who stole your attention. And then you have to do another 5 in order to get all the different ritual pieces to get to where they are.
That sounds, that sounds so great. I can't wait. Can't wait to check this out on Kickstarter. Kel, thank you so much. We love having you come on.
Thank you.
Do not be a stranger. Our door is always welcome for you. We'd love to have you on more. And can't wait. So Adventures in ADHD live on Kickstarter on March 22nd. Kel, thanks so much for popping by. We really appreciated this. This was a ton of fun. Can't wait to do that.
Absolutely. Thanks, Kel.
Brilliant.
All right.
And
thank you.
I love the map. The map was
thank you.
Absolutely. Yep.
Beautiful.
All right. So please subscribe to the video down below and make sure you add comments about which class you want us to be doing next on our class warfare episodes. We want to hear from you. We want to hear how you're enjoying the shows and what you want to see next, because we're having a ton of fun doing these. Expect a ton of more of them coming out here. So anyway, we will talk to you again later, everybody. Thank you so much.